There's a moment in every footballer's career where respect and ambition collide, and what you do in that moment defines everything. Right now, that moment belongs to Tino Livramento, because while most players would quietly celebrate an open door, his door comes at the expense of someone he deeply respects, Reece James. And instead of taking advantage in silence, he said something that reveals exactly who he is. Reece is an unbelievable player. I hope he comes back as soon as possible. Now pause for a second, because that's not just a polite quote. That's a statement loaded with pressure, psychology, and a brutal reality every top athlete understands. If Reece James comes back at his best, Livramento might lose everything he's just about to gain. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just about two right-backs. This is about timing, opportunity, and the ruthless nature of international football under a manager like Thomas Tuchel. Because Tuchel doesn't care about reputations. He cares about performance. Right now, and right now. Reece James is injured. That changes everything. Livramento knows it. The squad knows it. Tuchel definitely knows it. And suddenly, a player who's been waiting, watching, learning, is no longer on the outside looking in. He's in the spotlight. And when that spotlight hits, it doesn't just test your ability, it tests your mindset. Because let's be real, England's right-back position is not just competitive, it's ruthless. One mistake, and you're out. One moment of brilliance, and you could be starting at a World Cup. That's the margin. That's the pressure Livramento is walking into. And in that 1-1 game against Uruguay, it wasn't just a friendly, it was an audition. Every touch, every defensive action, every decision was being judged through one lens. Can this guy be trusted when it really matters? And here's the thing people don't always see. Talent gets you noticed, but trust gets you picked. Livramento isn't just fighting to play well. He's fighting to become reliable in the eyes of a manager who has zero patience for inconsistency. And while all of that is happening on the pitch, there's another battle happening off it, the mental battle. Because imagine knowing you're performing not just for your place, but against the shadow of a player like Reece James. A proven leader, a captain, a player Tuchel already knows very well. That's not just competition, that's psychological warfare. And yet, Livramento isn't running from it. He's leaning into it. He admitted it himself. This camp feels different. There's more edge, more intensity, because now, it's no longer about getting called up. It's about getting on the pitch, and more importantly, staying there. I've had to wait numerous times in the past for my opportunity. That line tells you everything. This isn't luck. This is patience meeting opportunity. And when those two things collide, careers change. But here's the twist most people aren't thinking about. Even if Livramento performs perfectly, there are no guarantees. Because football at this level isn't fair, it's selective. And sometimes, the decision comes down to trust, experience, and moments we don't even see, which brings us to what's coming next. Japan. Another game. Another test. Another chance to either solidify his position or open the door for doubt. And beyond that, the World Cup, Croatia, Ghana, Panama. 3 games that could define an entire generation of players, but only for those who make the squad. So the real question isn't just, is Livramento good enough? The real question is, can he make himself impossible to drop before Reece James comes back? Because once James returns, the narrative shifts again, and in football, narratives decide everything. So now I want to hear from you. If you were Tuchel, who are you picking when it matters most? The proven star coming back from injury, or the hungry player who took his chance when it appeared? Drop your answer below. And if you actually understand how ruthless top-level football really is, you already know this battle is far from over.